I really think that the future of medicine will be defined by advanced technology available right at our fingertips, enabling greater access to healthcare without even stepping out your front door. And one global brand called Tucson is already laying the groundwork, pioneering easy-to-use home diagnostic tests, paving the way for quality care that is more convenient and more personalized than ever before. The tests cover a range of areas: typical health and wellness exams, infections, fertility, drugs of abuse. Here to tell us more about it is Tucson's Global Marketing Director, Stacy Morano. Stacy, thank you for being here. This is the future.
Thank you. Tucson exists to make self-testing available to everybody. These types of diagnostic tests are pregnancy tests, COVID tests, screenings for colorectal cancer, even home drug testing kits.
Okay, so I want to dig into those a little bit. So the colorectal, is it like Cologuard, that kind of thing?
Ours is a little bit different. So with Cologuard, where you're required to really mail a sample into a lab, ours does not require
Is it
any
a stool
mailing.
sample though? Still same thing?
Yep. It's a FOB test, so it's a fecal occult blood test, but it is a preliminary screening only.
Got it.
None of these diagnostics are meant to be a replacement for professional medical advice. This is to help empower and inform consumers to be able to take actionable steps in their own healthcare treatment.
Now, the drug testing, though, we only have one objective test for drugs, and that's the urine toxicology screen. So in a sense, it is the diagnostic test, and yours is a little different, I understand.
Yep, so we have a couple of different platforms of home drug testing kit. So we offer it in a cassette format, whereas we also have a cup collection method, which is great for parents who might be concerned that their good kid is making a bad choice.
Show me the drug test, the two types you're talking about.
This is a cassette format.
For fentanyl specifically.
For fentanyl specifically.
Which is, most drug testing doesn't include fentanyl.
Correct. The FDA has only recently cleared fentanyl testing for OTC or home use over the counter. So we actually were the first manufacturer or supplier out with a fentanyl test. This is a 14 panel, and we're coming out later this year to include fentanyl in a cup format as well.
And what about fertility? You have some fertility products?
In terms of fertility, Swim Count is unique. It tests for male sperm motility. So it's not just about the count.
Does it check count also?
It will give you the count with a range, right? But the count doesn't matter if they're not swimming anywhere. They need to make it to the egg.
And then COVID and flu, you have a combo for that?
It'll identify whether it's COVID or flu A or flu B. Dr. Drew, this is a two-step COVID test, no drops at all. All you do is you open the test. This is absolutely revolutionary. We did focus groups on this pen platform, is what we're calling it, versus our cassette format. If you're a parent or if you're elderly or administering to an elderly person
with arthritis or hand difficulties.
Difficulty with dexterity, this is a game changer.
What do the future testings look like?
Future testings are very exciting.
I bet.
So we're going to continue to expand on the pen test platform, looking to a COVID flu combination. There may even be opportunities for things like HIV with these types of platforms.
The medical system, I think everyone understands in this country, is sort of non-optimal. And I really am big about empowering patients, and you guys are doing it. This will, of course, motivate them back to the physician with specific questions and specific objective data, more than just, I have a fever. It'll help us.
The pandemic, with sending out a lot of the cassette format type of tests, but it really did get people comfortable with the idea that you can test in your own home, you know, and especially for a condition where it might be sensitive or you might be shy, something like a UTI infection.
Well, Stacy, I so appreciate what you're doing. I believe this is the future, and we're just on the cusp of this explosion of home diagnostic, but this is all great quality. You guys should be very aware of this. Pay attention to what Stacy and I have been talking about. If you want to find out more about these diagnostic kits or order your own, visit Tucson. It's the number 2, the letters S-A-N. It looks like Tucson. Tucson.com, and we will be right back.